Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Olusegun Obasanjo has asked Nigerians and Goodluck Jonathan to forgive him for bringing in Muhammadu Buhari into power as president, listing out some reasons. To become a president in this country, there are some forces and powers and people that must, support you in your bid to become a president. Olusegun Obasanjo was one of such strongholds, and he's listing out, he said he was one of those, I didn't know this, who allowed for Buhari to become president in the country. Now he's listing out some of the things, and how all that happened. My worst mistake was allowing Buhari to be elected as president of Nigeria. Please forgive me. Forgive me for allowing Buhari, one, on Chibok girls. I was among those who lambasted the government of the day for being too slow to track down the abduction of the school girls, the school children. I have to apologize to the government. Only recently, a 7 minister threatened to implicate a governor on his role in the adoption saga. I told myself, wait a minute, did I hear what I just heard? And I cast my mind back to when people said that the adoption was a staged, managed plot to ensure Jonathan out of office. Yes, it was all staged. In fact, one of the 7 ministers recently said he was going to expose one of the northern governors who was part of the conspiracy. I joined others to really look at the conspiracy theory and the evil people do, all to have their way. Jonathan was the president at the time of this adoption. It was all done to make it alarming. The whole world held what was going on, and it felt like it was a total failure. In my haste, I joined them to ask the simple question: how did 270 human beings, how were they loaded into a truck and vanished from a city center? How come none of the school authority could place a single call to the Office of Security Outfits to confirm who authorized the evacuation and the adoption of these children? Why did the principal, who ought to be sacked, persecuted for gross negligence of children kept under her care, immediately was elevated to the position of commissioner shortly after what happened? I think some of you may not have heard this story. Yes, the principal of that school was, and the funniest thing, she sent it was, it was a boarding school. She made sure that her child was out of the way, took her child home. Her child did not stay in the hostel that night. Teachers' children did not stay in the hostel that night. Other people's children were scapegoats. And you think there is no God? He's a voice for the voiceless. See, something will happen in Nigeria. There's going to be confusion in their midst. Everyone who is making Nigerians to suffer, making mothers motherless, causing evil and atrocity, will all be exposed and shamed. Is only a matter of time. And that time may seem like, a father died because his his only two daughters were adopted during the whole ordeal of what was going on. The man died even before the whole matter, and the northern governor is involved. Nigerians, watch out. Jonathan then, sent out the army to the Sabos forest where the girls were said to have been kept, and still no trace was found. Surprisingly, they have been released from somewhere in batches. Only God knows. Surprisingly, the girls were released somewhere in batches. Thank God that there was no trace or false mark on their, on the girls. But some of them were pregnant by the time they came back. They've already been, most of them have already been sodomized. I won't say all because I'm not sure if it's all. The girls were released in batches of 2. Hopefully, APC was able to secure leadership during that time. So these are parts of things they did to achieve power. And you say there is no corruption. Nigerian government also there is a serious conspiracy going on. And that's why when you look at the manipulation that is going on, how millions of naira, devaluing of our naira, it doesn't make sense. When you look at the money that they said, the money, the raw cash being seen with Nigerians traveling here and there, they've tried, because now everything has become digitalized. You make a bank transfer, there's paper trail, the evidences are there, the whole world is watching and is seeing. Nigerian government is trying to play hide and seek. you know the US donated billions in the other time to try to rescue and to help out in the save, bring back our girls mission. Nigerian government knew where they were doing. That's why when the US came, those who has planned the conspiracy theory on ground could never allow the US to succeed. So they were part and parcel of the planning committee. When they sit down and they strategize and they say, oh God, we're going to do this. By the time they get there, the people were ready with masks. By the time they get there, the people were already, they've left that vicinity. They get reliable information. That is to tell you that it's the rat at home that is going to tell the ones outside that we made fish, so come and eat. And you say Nigerian government is not corrupt. You see, those who are doing it, the other time, our very own brother Obadiah came out and told, made a statement saying a northern governor is the head of the B-boys. How true is that? The conspiracy this that is going on, governors, senators, ministers, lawmakers from the Aso Rock, they are part of it. That's why the thing is succeeding. There is no gainsaying about it. They are big part of it, part of the conspiracy theory. That's why all this is happening. Is having a fee day, is being celebrated, and it's continuing as if nothing is happening. So it's because they are part of it. They are the ones covering the tracks. They will tell their boys, you have to do something, or you have to shake the nation, or you have to do something, so that's what's happening. That's what is happening right now. My people, Nigerian government knows exactly what they are doing. Have you seen Buhari? He refused to turn to the house to come for investigation on what is going on, but he has traveled abroad. As we're speaking, Buhari is abroad. He's not in Nigeria. You are the one deceiving yourself and thinking that this man, he cares about you. Think again. Just think again. And every one of you who are supporting APC here and there, please, are you part of the people who are committing murder? Don't you see what is going on? How come you cannot understand that that Buhari cannot even stand before Nigerians to speak, cannot address Nigerians, yet going abroad? That should tell you a lot, that there is a lot going on in Nigeria. There is a lot behind the curtain. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.